It was made official today that Scotland were eliminated, and accompanying that, Scotland FA released this statement. Steve Clarke has stepped down as the Scotland men's head coach. The country's most successful national coach has called time on his 7 years in charge following confirmation of Scotland's exit from the 2026 World Cup. Just before the World Cup, by the way, he signed a 4-year extension, and that obviously now is in the bin. Don and Stevie had a big argument, by the way, which was very funny because Don gets quite animated when you were questioning Steve Clarke overall and the way he approached this World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, off the back of watching the team underperform, that's where I get frustrated because I just feel as though we need to lose that loser mentality of, oh, let's go into a World Cup and let's just try and beat Haiti, then try and protect everything against Morocco and Brazil. It's like, why can't we do Cape Verde? Why can't we beat DR Congo? Why can't we be Algeria? Why can't we some of these teams that have a good go and see where it gets you? There's no problem about Scotland going home. That's not my issue. My issue is the players and the coach would have had so many regrets. The last thing you want as a player, I would imagine, when you go into any cup final or a World Cup, is you go there and you choke a little bit. And it was like, it was flat. And it was like, just, you know, go and play well. Go and have a go and try and attack Morocco and go with Brazil. And if you get beat, you're going to get beat. But do it the right way. We're going to see loads of teams that have gone home in the next 3 or 4 days, but they'll go back with so much credit. Credit Steve Clarke, by the way, because I think he could have done the easy thing and waited for himself to be sacked. So him stepping down, I think, shows you the type of character that he is, because he's willing to do that and not just wait for a payday. But it does feel right to me that he has gone. It's just a question of who next.
You know, I think it's unfortunate that Steve Clarke has kind of obviously feels as though he has to resign. And people shouldn't forget what he's done for Scotland. You know, 28 years since we were last at the World Cup. It's funny how people forget that so quickly.
Well, but that's their argument as to why they are so disappointed with him. It's taken, it's taken us this long to get here, and you served up that.
Well, but at the end of the day, you have to look. The argument Don and I had was about the tools that Steve Clarke had. And it's okay to say, well, we could have done what Cape Verde did or DR Congo, but we didn't have players with the pace that they had. They had pace all over the place. We didn't have that. And not only do we not have pace, we didn't have the necessary quality to play a passing game.
Stevie,
we don't have natural pace.
Stevie, in the second game against Morocco,
pace.
Stevie, the second game against Morocco, you played 5 across midfield, and the one guy that's got burning pace, Bendigan and Doak, was sat on the bench. In a 5-man midfield, when you're playing counter-attacking football, who's got blistering pace? Why did he play?
Because he's gone for the point. He's gone for a point.
But why not try and go and beat them?
I had no problem. Well, because they're not good enough.
Well, how do you know?
Because they're not good enough to beat them.
No, but Dan's point...
You're talking about a team that won an African Cup of Nations.
No, but to Dan's point, how do you know...
And we struggled to qualify against team. We were lucky to qualify.
Yeah, I know that.
How we qualified is absolutely frightening.
But off the back of Dan's point...
So you're going to ask players...
Yes.
Who are not good enough to go open up and play.
That's loser mentality. No, but that's to Dan's point, why didn't ever go against Morocco?
You've got to be realistic what you've got in front of you.
They got beat. And they didn't even try. They didn't have a go. It was negative.
So because you got beat, then you can turn and say, well, we went about it the wrong way.
No.
If they hadn't given the goal away after 2 minutes and we get a 0-0 draw, we'd have been saying he's done it right.
They should have been 4-0.
That's how we do it.
They should have been 4-0
needed 4 points to qualify. We needed 4 points to qualify, and we got that point by holding Morocco to 0-0.
They should have been 4-0 down at half-time. Last 20 minutes, Scotland had a go. Why can't we shake this loser mentality
Because
off?
you can't do... Look, we always sit and talk... The question we always go is, right, you're the coach. Does the coach go about it with his tactics, or are the tactics dictated by what he has?
Who beat Germany? Ecuador. Case in point. Ecuador's beat Germany. Why can't Scotland beat Morocco?
Because we're not good enough. They're not good.
You know
they are not good enough. Watch my lips. They're not good enough to open up and play. Open... toe-to-toe against Morocco.
You don't have to be open. You don't go... Why do you have to go 5-man midfield against Morocco?
Because you want to get a point.
We didn't get it.
That's what they set out to get, the point.
But it didn't work.
That's why they had the 5-man in midfield.
Let me ask you a question.
That's why they had the 5 in the midfield.
Let me ask you a question.
And to turn and just say, well, they didn't get it, that doesn't do nothing.
Well, let me ask you a fair question.
That doesn't prove anything.
Who you got more chance of getting a result off, Morocco or Brazil? Because then in the end, you had to go and try and chase and beat Brazil.
Well, you're playing the African Cup of Nations champions, and you're playing Brazil, who all of a sudden, just from nowhere, have got better. So, choose your poison.
Morocco.
Well, according to you.
Well, why
According
not?
to you.
But the point that I'm trying to make.
I know the point you're trying to make is we should have gone for it.
No, the context is we need to shake off this loser mentality of going Morocco. We can't beat them. African semi-finals, we can't beat them.
It's not a loser mentality.
It is.
It's not a loser mentality. You got to be realistic when you step on the field who you're playing against.
Well, then
You got to be realistic.
What's the point of being here?
Oh, that's not an argument.
We're not because
it's not an argument.
It's not because we've
You
seen
have to see
Ecuador
what
beat
you've
Germany.
got. You have to see what you've got. What have I got? What's my tools? Do I have the tools to go toe-to-toe against that team, whoever it is? And if the answer's no, then you've got to figure a way out how you're going to try and do it. And just because you don't get it done doesn't mean you can be Monday morning quarterback and go, well, you shouldn't have done that because you got beat.
But we're looking at some of the teams that have qualified and you go, how have these qualified over Scotland? Because they've had a right good go.
Yeah, but they also haven't been playing the number 5 and number 6 in the world in the group.
I don't know.
I said, it depends who you're playing against, Don, how you go about it. I was annoyed that we didn't get the ball, particularly in the second half of the game. Why don't we just do what would have been probably given us a better chance, is to get the ball up the other end of the field and do what Ireland did years ago. Just get the ball up there, we'll fight for it up there, and then we'll try and get something. That's what annoyed me, not the way we tried to go about it, because I just don't think we had the tools to go about it any other way.
Last bit of business, Granit Xhaka going to Chelsea. You like
Great move.
Really?
I mean, not for Sunderland because they lost the top player, but great move for Chelsea.
Isn't he like 45?
Doesn't matter, he's different class. He was Sunderland's best player. He's been a brilliant signing. We've been crying out for Chelsea to buy experience.
Good old Chelsea.
He will be a brilliant buy for them.
Good old Chelsea. From one extreme to the other. Hey? You're buying kids with nappies, and now you're buying all grandpas with walking sticks. Good old Chelsea.
Stevie's better than that.
He's a good player, but come on, from one extreme to the
But
other.
this is a Xavi Alonso call, clearly,
Yep.
knowing each other from Bayer Leverkusen. So that would be interesting to see how that plays out over the summer.
Yeah.
With Chelsea's signing
And
policy.
hopefully he's proven to the board and hierarchy, trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Well,
don't just keep giving me kids.
Only time will tell.